Hello everyone, today we will learn how to send a message about new presentation in Google Slides to Slack. Now every time you create a new presentation, you want to inform your team members about that presentation and you want to send a message directly to Slack about that presentation. So this cannot happen automatically every time because both these applications do not have a direct connection between them. But today we will create an automation with the help of Pabbly Connect where our trigger will be a new slide created in Google Slides and our action will be to send a message in Slack to your team members. So let us learn how to do it. So let us learn how can you integrate Slack and Google Slide in such a way that whenever a new presentation will be created in your Google Slides, your team member will get a message about that as a notification in your Slack group. We will be doing this with the help of Pabbly Connect. This is the landing page of Pabbly and I will directly sign in into my account. If you don't have an account, you have to click on sign up for free. Sign in with Google and then I will be logged in into my Pabbly account where I can see all the applications provided to you to create automation. Because we are going to connect to applications today, we will use Pabbly Connect for that purpose. Click on Access Now and then you will reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect where you will find this big blue button on your right side where it is written Create Workflow. Click on that button and give a suitable name to your workflow. I am going to name it as Send message on Slack for new presentation in Google Slides. Click on Create and then a blank workflow will be created for you. Here you can see two boxes, one with trigger and the other with action written over it. Now what is this trigger and action? A trigger is when this happens, which means that when this situation or when this event takes place in your trigger application, then your workflow will move forward towards the action application and perform the action that is assigned to your action application. Today, our trigger application is going to be Google Drive and not Google Slides. Why? Because whether it is Google Sheets, Google Docs or Google Slides, everything is saved in your Google Drive. So because even if you look for Google Slides, it does not provide any trigger or trigger event to you in this workflow. So we are going to use Google Drive as our trigger application and then the trigger event is going to be new file in a specific folder. I will tell you the reason not to use new file because new file if you choose as a trigger event, then every time you share the file details into your Slack group, then you have to provide access to that person. So every time you create a new file, you have to go to your settings in your Google Drive and then provide access and sharing details are to be changed. But if you provide this trigger as new file in a specific folder, then it will become easy for you because you are going to assign the access to the whole folder and every time a new file is added or created in that specific folder, it will automatically be shared without giving any access. So click on Connect and then add new connection, sign in with Google and then choose your Google account and give access by clicking on Allow over here. So now your Google Drive and Pabbly Connect are connected. So before selecting your folder or subfolder, you will be opening your Google Drive over here. And then you have to create a new folder from the plus button given over here. Click on new folder and then give it a name like Slides. So I'm going to name it as Slides. Click on create and a new folder will be created for you like this. So now you have to make sure that you save all the files to this file or this folder only. So every time you create a new presentation over here, like if I open this presentation which is with the name PPT, so there is an option of this folder. Click on this folder and then you can choose the folder where you want to keep this file to because that's how you can move this file and click on move. So it will automatically go to this folder. So whenever you create a file, just make sure that you send this file to that specific folder that you have created over here. Okay, so now refresh this a little bit so that it can fetch folders. Now because we are having only one folder in our Google Drive, it will automatically detect that. If you had 10 folders, you will get the list of all the 10 names of the folders. So this is the name of our folder and we will click on Save and Send Test Request. So now you can see a response has been received. Why? Because we have created a presentation over here with the name PPT right here. So this has been received. If you want to create one more presentation, then let us create one more presentation and then we will click on Save and Send Test Request. So click on this plus button. Name your presentation. I am going to name it as Testing PPT. You can add heading over here. and the subtitle. A dummy I'm creating, and then this folder. Then select your folder to drive and move. So now it has been moved to slides. You can go back to your slides and see it's here. So click on save and send test request, and now it will capture the details of our new PPT that we just created with the name testing PPT right here. So these are all the information that we required. See, we have the link of the Google Slides over here. Okay, this is the link. And then we have the name of the PPT, the user details. So we have the basic details of PPT right here. But in your Google Drive, everything, whether it is a sheet, whether it is a document, or it is a slide, everything is stored. So what if a Google Sheet comes over here and then that is sent to Slack, but only the presentations and the Google Slides are supposed to be sent? So for that purpose, we are going to add a filter to our action application. Filter is actually a feature built inside Pabbly. Here you can see it is present over here. You need not find it as well. So you have selected filter. Filter actually filters all the submissions that come to Pabbly Connect and allows only the one that we have set the settings to. Like you can see over here, there is a section called MIME type. So this MIME type is actually the type of document it is. It's application, Google Apps, and presentation. If you are taking this response or capturing this response for spreadsheet, so it will say spreadsheet over here. In another case of a document, it will say document over here. Because now it is Google Slides, so it is saying presentation, which means that every time it captures a response over here and this MIME type says presentation, which means that correct, this has to be sent forward to Slack. So now we will put the filter to MIME and we will map our MIME as here. See, this is the MIME one. So it should contain what? It should contain presentation. If it contains document, then it won't go ahead. If it contains spreadsheet, then it won't go ahead. But if it contains presentation, then it will go ahead. And you will understand how when you click on save and send test request, it will tell you the response. That is success. The condition is true, which means for this situation, because yes, we created a new slide, the condition is true. So we will save this and move ahead to our last and our final destination, that is Slack. Select your action application as Slack. Open your Slack over here, and these are the different channels where I have selected this #random channel where I will send this information. So I will just select the event as send channel message and connect our application. Click on add new connection, connect with Slack, and then you have to enter the details at user or bot. So here if you click to know more about the Slack tokens, you will get a list of all the actions that will be performed if you enter user and all the actions that will be performed if you enter bot. Like it's written over here, for user, you can add a star, remove a star, and etc. is given over here. Further, for bot, send channel messages with image, without image, direct messages, all these details are given over here. We want to send channel messages with or without image. In any case, we want to send messages. So we are going to use what? User over here. So just type user and click on save. And that's how. Just click on allow, give it 2-3 seconds, and then yes, when it's green, click on allow, and then both the accounts will be connected. Now you have to enter some general information like select the correct channel. So as I told you, here my channel name is random. So I will click on this drop down menu and select my channel name. Then I will enter the message. So the message is a new Google presentation has been created with the name, comma, and then I will map the name from here. So what was the name? It was testing PPT. So just map it, find your name, or either you can just write in this search and map data. This was the title. So you've created the name. Then you put a slash and n. Okay. Don't give any space, just map the link which actually gives you the access to this slide. It's called user permission self link. Click on this link, and this is the link which will take you to the slide. Okay, now come down to other details that are not that much required because there is no image, there is no URL required. Just click on save and send test request. And then you will see that a message has been sent. First of all, look for any error. If it shows any error, then you have to correct it then and there, but it doesn't show any error, which means our work has been done. Click on save to save your work till here, and then we will go to Slack to see that yes, a message has been sent over here. A new Google presentation has been created with the name testing PPT, and this is the link. So in order to open the link, make sure that you go to your slides and give your folder access from your share option. So that you have to do first of all the foremost step. So this was the workflow. Let us close the window and do a quick recap of all these steps that we have just created, and our workflow has started working. So our trigger application was Google Drive, and we chose the event as new file in specific folder. We created a folder and made sure that every time a new presentation is created over here, it is sent to that specific folder in our Google Drive. Then we set a filter that this workflow should continue only and only if this has a presentation, not a spreadsheet, neither a document. Further, we added our action application as Slack. Send channel messages was our action event, and then chose the correct channel name, typed the message, mapped the name and the URL, and then clicked on save and send REST request, which gave us this response. And then in our random channel, this message was sent to the whole group. So this was the whole workflow. I hope this helped.
Not just these applications, but you can integrate many other applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any issue regarding Pabbly, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any doubts regarding our pricing, then you can connect us through this given website. If you found this video helpful in any way, then make sure to share this with your friends and colleagues to make their life easier by creating automations. We will meet in the next video. Till then, do not forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.